Welcome into B Sweet RV. This is Lucky Cat, LK, with you, riding along here along the Gunnison River out at Confluence Park. Just thought I'd take you on a nice leisurely ride today. I wanted to check out some of my equipment that I use for riding. I have a DJI Action 4 camera, which is mounted onto my electric XP4 bicycle. And at some points in this video, I'll be using a very inexpensive lapel microphone that I picked up from Walmart. I'm not used to running these videos at real-time speed, but that's what you're seeing here. This is about the pace that I ride through in the park because, there are a lot of people out here that walk, and I just think we should be courteous to those folks who are walking. You can see a couple over on the left-hand side taking a little smoke break. So people come out here to walk, and I don't ride through this quickly because of that. And plus, it's so beautiful out here. You don't want to miss the beautiful nature among the beautiful cottonwood trees. So thanks for joining today. During this ride, I'm going to be talking a little bit about, the equipment that I'm using. And then I want to take you to one of the spots that I think is a very special spot. It's really one of the most meditative spots I think you can go out here if you ever come out to Confluence Park. I always enjoy this little trip that we'll take here in a bit, but first we're just enjoying a ride here. We're on the north side of the park, and again you see there's people out here walking, and they've got their pets with them, and not in a big hurry, so I want to be courteous. I'll let the folks know that I'm behind them, so they're aware that there's a bike rider. But I always try to greet them, tell them good morning. When they step off of the path, I thank them for doing so, and just, that's the way to be. We need to treat people with respect, especially those of us who ride e-bikes. E-bikes are getting a really bad rep right now in the media, and a lot of the laws are changing. So we need to do our part in being courteous and riding correctly, and watching out for folks and taking care of one another. On the right side is the Uncompahgre River. I thought about stopping and going up there, and I decided, do I? No, I guess I won't today. I'll just keep going. Now I'm riding toward the south, and the Uncompahgre River's on my right. I've ridden this many times, and I've also videoed it many times, so a lot of what you're seeing is really not new footage as far as riding out in Confluence Park. But as I said, I'm going to have some other content in this video, and then I want to take you up to what I think is one of the most beautiful parts of the park, a place you can go and meditate. I've always thought, and I'll say this later in the video again, that this would be a great place early morning, maybe at dawn when the sun is coming up, or maybe in the evening just before the sun goes down. That this particular place that I'm going to take you here in just a few minutes would actually be a great place to gather for some spiritual time, for meditation, and just being together with folks that you care about. Just a fantastic, beautiful day out here at Confluence Park. The air quality is fantastic today, something it hasn't been in a few days. But as you can see, it's just a beautiful day out here. Saw fish jumping. It's just marvelous. The Grand Mesa is absolutely stunning today. And I made the ride out today on my electric XP4. Took the ride out here, and now we just stopped to kind of take a look around and show you a little bit here. It's just beautiful out here. If you haven't ever been out, I encourage you to come out. So yeah, this is beautiful Confluence Park. I come out here, I ride out here a lot. The trails are nice. There's trails pretty much for everybody to enjoy. So if you get a chance to come out here, I encourage you to do so. I like to wear my bright yellow here when I'm riding. Just gives me more visibility. You know, I had a situation every time you get up on the highway, there's just people. It's a 4-lane highway, and I don't know why some people insist on passing you so closely. It really makes no sense. They have all the room in the world, but you know, some people just don't like it when people ride bikes. I hope you're not one of those people. So again, just an absolutely beautiful day out here. Enjoying it in every way imaginable that you could. And this is just one of those mornings that you don't ever really want it to end when it's so beautiful like this. All right, I'm gonna continue riding around here for a little bit and just maybe talking. Be nice if there was a way to move this back and forth between me talking and showing you what I'm seeing, which eventually I'll get that figured out, but I just take a nice easy ride through the park. A lot of what I'm doing right here is just testing this out. I've got on a lapel microphone wired into the camera, so we'll just take a little ride. Again, just a super beautiful day. No wind, not even a slight breeze. Air quality's fantastic out here today, which it hasn't been for, probably 2 weeks. We've struggled with the air quality, but it is so nice out here right now. So the camera is the DJI Action Cam 4. I'm using a very inexpensive Walmart lapel microphone. We're just riding around Confluence here, just enjoying the morning while we can, because afternoon temperatures around here are going to be getting up in triple digits this week, so getting a chance to ride out while it's still nice, that's pretty precious actually, to be able to do that. Heading north towards the Grand Mesa, and maybe when we get up here we'll switch the camera around and talk a little bit about the trails. There's an area I want to take you to that I think you'll like. Just a little overlook area. One of the smaller, I guess I would call it a smaller loop. So when I get up here, how about now we'll switch our camera around and we'll go take a look up there. It's really pretty. It's usually busier in the morning. I think people like to get up and get their exercise and all of that done, and so things have slowed down quite a bit. I'll be heading back after we go to the little overlook area. Be about time for me to head back. I guess the one thing I would do on this microphone setup is try to get some kind of a little dead cat to help with the wind, the noise. I mean, it's not noisy. It's not windy out here, but it's noisy because just riding creates wind, and I can tell that it's creating some of that kind of noise. So that's something we'll look at fixing. But for now, do what you can with what you have where you are, and we'll head up here to the little lookout, which really isn't that far off the main path to just walk out for something like this. I'll just go ahead and throttle. And here's the lookout area. I think I can do this without taking the camera off of the bike. Just kind of show you here. This is a nice little area if you wanted to come out and, I don't know, if you had some kind of a little study you were doing, or a little talk, or a meditative prayer time or something. I've always thought this would be a really kind of a cool place to, do something like that. My goodness, it is beautiful out here today. Again, just one of the nicer days to be out here.